Well, that should be taken care of. I don't think it'll be in time, but we are spinning thread, and we will eventually turn that into cloth, and then we would just have to hope he has everything else, if we even manage to beat that race against the clock. We couldn't weave thread before, because we didn't have any thread, any plant thread, but now we are spinning some up here at our farmer's workshop, I believe, and if we get that done, then we will be able to, with our one idler that we had, make some cloth. And look at that, migrants have arrived. Now, hopefully they don't arrive to an insane dwarf losing his mind. That wouldn't be a good first impression for the fortress to make. Look at how many idlers we are getting. So we are getting a lot of dwarves. So we'll have to take a look at this and hope, let's see, hope that we get lots and lots of useful dwarves. Now, yeah, this is a ton of dwarves. What were we at? 22 citizens before? We'll see if we have how many we have after we make sure everyone is here. And it looks like the migrants have stopped pouring in, and we are now at 43 citizens, which is pretty cool. That is a lot of dwarves. So, once we hopefully get this weaving thing sorted out, after getting some thread, we will try and figure out what to do with all these migrants. But first, we are focused on saving Ast, so that his wife isn't all sad when he goes insane. And they keep canceling the weave cloth because we don't have one unused thread, even though we definitely seem to have some now. So, oh, that's not a plant thread. Why are they spinning thread out of hair? Do we need to process plants first? Is that a thing? And then we get thread? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I was hoping that that would work, but it didn't. And oh, look at this! We've discovered a cavern! So, our dwarves have now dug down into the cavern, which we're gonna have to fix. So we'll stop any digging going on, or should we? Well, we could just let them dig down and tunnel further and then wall ourselves off. No, we should probably stop this. We should probably stop the dig here and move it somewhere else. So here we go. We're going to get rid of that, and figure out how to deal with this. Let's dig out a tunnel right here with our miners. Wherever that other guy went, I'm not sure. But either way, we got this dug out, and we want to remove these stairs there. Now that's going to be important, because then we will build some other stairs. Uh-oh. Alright, well, Ast has gone insane and gone berserk, which isn't good. I think that means we need to take him out. So we're gonna kill him. Uh-oh. I just noticed something. He is right next to our king. Literally right next to the king of the dwarves. Right there. Let's make sure our king gets away. We're going to follow Ast around. And, oh, he died. Okay, cool, we killed him. We killed him before he did any damage. When they go berserk, they're basically going to just start fighting everything. And let's see. he shot the king of dwarves with a crossbow. That's not good. He had a leather cloak on, but he may be injured. We're gonna have to check that out. Let's see. Nope, his health is all good. Cool. So he did survive, but our king had a near assassination attempt when asked, went insane, and lost it. That's not how we will choose to remember you, Ast, as you are buried here. We will try to remember the happy Ast that wasn't crazy and obsessed with whatever glass thing you were trying to make, and not the one that went crazy and almost killed the king of the last dwarven civilization of the world. Okay, cool. So, I have lots of migrants that I have to figure out what to do with now, but one thing that we can do once I figure them out is activate our military and get them training finally, so that we are ready when the goblins come knocking. Okay, so we got that all done. We got all of our migrants, hopefully with jobs now, and we've got our military up and training in the barracks, as well as more beds being built there. So they are all, as you can see, coming to the weapons stockpile and gearing up, which is exactly what we want to see right now. Over here, we are hopefully going to be forging lots more armor and stuff like that for our dwarves to wear, and we should put all of the animals that they brought with them into this pile here, this pasture. So we got a baby alpaca, a horse foal, a cow calf, a horse, and that looks to be it. And some kittens. A kitten that some guy has as a pet, another kitten that a guy has as a pet, and a baby goose that a guy has as a pet. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Well, we are also building more tables and expanding our Great Hall to be the size we need it to be, and I rescued the dude who was down taking out the stairs down here. He took them out and then had to build new ones to get back up, but the caverns should now be sealed off, I think, because of that. And I noticed something else important right here. Native gold. We have struck gold, and we are going to mine it all out right now. So let's get a big bunch of it right here. Looks like there's some there. Mine all the way over here. Grab all of this beautiful, beautiful yellow metal. And then we will turn it into a bunch of goods and get a lot of money from caravans for it. But we do not want to breach the caverns in pursuit of the gold. That is also very important. So, that is that. And we will get the first gold that we have found at our fortress. So that'll be good. This will be very, very big for us. Now, we had silver, which I think we did a little bit with. Have we been smelting it? Yeah, we have been. I don't know if we crafted anything out of the silver. Don't think we have yet. But I have to solve these idlers and figure out why we aren't crafting anything out of this metal at all. Okay, so the idlers should be taken care of now, and we are all hard at work here at the fortress, finishing out these bedrooms, as well as digging deeper with our mines, and crafting some metal, hopefully. That dwarf, he or she should be here any moment to start that, I would think. I would really hope. But either way, at least our masons are working at full capacity now. We have a bunch of them working. And we need to build these statues here in our statue garden to make it better and more pleasing for our dwarves. And we also have, let's see, what do we have to do? Is this active yet? It is not. We really need to figure out why that is. Alright, well, since these dwarves don't currently have anything to do, I have an idea for what they can start doing, and that is building our fortress outside. The entrance, the grand entrance, the castle-type fortress that will be outside to keep any would-be invaders at bay. We're going to have to decide how we want to design it here. I'm thinking something like this, and then bring this around like that. Get a wall going here, and we have lots and lots of limestone, so this shouldn't be a problem. The only problem, I think, could come in the fact that this might take all of our masons up for a little while if they all decide to prioritize building this wall. Whoops. Let's see. We want to deselect that, and we want, where's the limestone? Here it is. Okay, so we want, well, that's why it wasn't the right material. We pushed the wrong button. And now we need to go through and cancel all of those stairs that we just built and build a wall there. Okay, cool. So that's that. We've got our wall, and that took care of our idlers very quickly. Like I said, hopefully they don't just abandon all of the all the masons' workshops, but that seems to be sometimes what happens if we have mason jobs and wall building going on at the same time. They a lot of times prioritize the wall building. The other thing that we want to build here is some cage traps, which we need to put all up and down what is going to be this corridor here. So there we go. And that'll take care of a lot of would-be invaders. We will make sure we have enough drinks. We do. We have doubled basically in population, almost, not quite. But our food supplies should still last. We've got some new statues in our statue garden. A statue of toads, a statue of one of the gods, Nigotal, the vomit of adoring, a limestone statue of dwarves, and a statue of Idun, our king. And it relates to the appointment of him as militia commander in the early spring of 5. So he must have been, oh yeah, he was our original militia commander before he became king, and we had to choose someone else. So that is what that is a statue of. And let's see, are they still at work in the masons' workshops? Only one of them. All the other masons have gone off to build this wall, which I suppose is okay. And our squads here are both training, so we've got 12 military dwarves that should be training up and preparing for battle. Hopefully they get trained up rather quickly. Now, the reason that this metal smithing wasn't happening was simply because this guy was on break. And he is really good at smithing armor. So, we are going to have him smith a lot of it. Basically until we run out of iron. So, let's have him smith a iron mail shirt along with that as well. And is there any other objects we want smelted? I don't know. Not quite yet, because we haven't melted down any of the native gold yet. We want to actually cancel that. We don't need any more silver. We want native gold and iron as our two main ores that we're going to be smelting, and that will lead to a very productive metalworking industry for our fortress, and that will lead to big bucks when the merchants come a-callin'. Okay, so some more dwarves back on brew duty. The wall is progressing nicely, and we are pumping out masterpiece iron armor for our military dwarves. We have one dwarf in the hospital resting from something or another, so we'll have to check on him. In fact, we should see what's wrong with him. His health, he has lost his ability to stand. His right upper leg was smashed open. Crutch is required, diagnosis is required, and I don't know what happened to him. We could probably check the reports. His name is Dacost, and what happened was he was fighting against our militia commander for some reason. Well, that's not good. That is not good at all. The militia commander, it appears, bit him. Let's see. This will be the start of the fight. So, he was punched. I'm wondering if, let's see. Justice. Yep. He violated a production order given by Aiden, the King of Dwarves, and therefore our militia commander, who is also in charge of our law, had to go enforce said law, which ended up rather unfortunately for our dwarf. But, looking at this, we have just had a stone crafter become possessed. So we're going to have to figure out what exactly they want. Alright, so they've claimed a craft workshop, and they're going to grab stuff right away. So it looks like we have everything this guy's going to need to create his artifact, which is going to be pretty cool.